Hello everyone, welcome back to another game of Poxnora. My name is Mirior. I've brought back out my Dwarven Paladins, and I'm playing against igorotyra, who is a large presence on the Poxnora Discord. Speaking of which, if you play Poxnora and you're not a member of the Poxnora Discord, hit me up for a link. You should join. Fun conversations. Anyways, igorotyra plays mini games, has lots of things to say, is a cool person. I always enjoy playing against him because he always has interesting and creative decks. It's usually split faction. This one is Sundered Lands and Underdepths. And it'll be interesting to see what it is. So I'm thinking of Bach Raider, which is not a champ I wanted to see first. Mainly because of flying on this map. The two top and bottom fonts separated by cliffs make flying very powerful, very easy to contest fonts. In-game ability advantages. However, I'm fortunate enough to have drawn my Elemental War Staffs, both of them first turn. One of which, so I can double deploy, send one to top font, one to mid font. And the one sending the mid font has Immunity Fire, which won't completely negate the Raider. It still has Arrow Shot. That's a cooldown 3 ability. It's base attack. Can't hurt me. Which means that Bach Raider is probably going to go to the bottom font and he can send something else mid. But we'll see how it works out. If I'm lucky, this is a Sunderland Underdepths Fire deck, and that War Staff is going to have an excellent time. But I don't think it's a Fire deck, because that's a Pit Dragon. Which is very old school Underdepths champion. I haven't slayed against one of these in a long time. They're terrifying. They're pretty much the epitome of Underdepths. Counter this or lose. Easy to counter. You will lose if you don't counter it though. That 20 damage. 20 damage plus Blood Frenzy, so once he gets under half hit point, it becomes even more frightening. And he's running it with Blood Frenzy 3, I believe. Which, yeah, if you're going to the best 77 Norton, it's something it needs to be completely terrifying. Blood Frenzy 3 gives it damage buff and multi-attack 3, which under half health, and that is a large hit point pool. So I can whittle it down until it gets into like 32 hit points, but after that point I need to power turn it to finish it. Until I reach that point though, because it will take me some time to build up to that point. I am spread out. My War Staff has needs to go grab that top font. Until I reach that point, it is a 6 speed, melee only attacker. I'm going to drop Ethereal Priestess, try to stall it out. Whittle it down and keep it from getting hit. Alright, here's what I'm afraid of. This is shaping up to be a dragon deck. I'm seeing mixing Skywings with Underdepths Dragons, getting that damage buff on the Skywings from the Underdepths faction bonus, which is a strong deck for this map. As I said, flying really helps here. Lots of dragons have flying. The Pit Dragon is one of the few dragons that does not have flying. But that's Acid Wing is going to be reaching that top font at the same time I am. And that War Staff is going to have to be able to fight one-on-one. Alright. So I can't quite get a range to get a stall in on the Pit Dragon here. So I've done the next best thing, soften it, set up for make it vulnerable, set up for hopefully killing it if it charges in. I've left the vulnerability that you can move in where it can engage both of the champions, attack the war staff, and still keep the priestess engaged. But I'm hoping that between Soften and the Hammer Strike, if it does engage with those three champs, I can finish it. The priestess is also just in range of an arrow shot, but it can survive one hit from the pit dragon and an arrow shot. The Bach Raider is very helpful flying. Okay, he's not taking that bait, but he's still moving in and splitting his attacks. Okay. I'm not sure why he's moving up there. He's still he's more vulnerable to all three of the champs hitting him than he would be. There's the Acid Card going into the font. It's going to be a tough fight to win, one-on-one. Aerial Supremacy is up because of the Skywing's Dragonflight. And I can't really afford to spend spell support up there because I need to deal with this pit dragon. Let's see, 14, 10, 12 from the Boar Staff, so that's 36 damage, just base. It's not a kill. With Hammer Strike, that's definitely going to be a kill. -4 defense. -6 defense because Blood Frenzy triggers. That's good to know. Oh, fuck. So there's a Sunderland spell, Ferocity of Cane Terrace, that gives something Perseverance as a hidden effect, which is absolutely brutal in combination with Blood Frenzy. Perseverance means survives at 1 hit point and is impervious for the rest of this turn. Next turn it'll be easy to kill, but it's going to absolutely savage something before it reaches that point. Perseverance also cleanses when it triggers, so that stun from the Hammer Strike completely wasted. Alright then. There are ways to counter Perseverance. I personally don't happen to have them. Let's see how bad the damage is. War Staff is definitely dead. I think it's just going to be the War Staff dead though. And then because he's running under death, he's probably going to either sacrifice it or retribution it. What? Or he's going to invest in saving it. Blade of the Snake, Mandate from Shield, giving it quest energy, giving it heals, which gives it still just under half hit points. It's still just as terrifying. And now everything is moving in. He's blocked me out of contesting the font. This is not good. Alright, so I've lost the mid-font unless I can kill the pit dragon with just the Emerald Wing and have the priestess grab the globe and contest. If I can kill the pit dragon with just the Emerald Wing, that would be helpful because you can also stall the raider to stop that counterattack. But Pit Dragon has 31 hit points. Emerald Wing is not doing nearly that much damage and only hits the action points for 1 attack. Even with spell support, from what I have revealed currently, the most I can do is 12 damage with a Bane Blast, which I believe is enough to get the kill with the priestess backing up and attacking. And she will still have the globe to... Actually, no, she will still have the action points to get the globe. She just won't get the stall off. As usual, I'm recording this well after the game actually took place. So let's see if I'm swapping, okay. To be able to get double attack with the priestess and get her out of harm's way. I do have to use both attacks. That's the right. I have to use both attacks to get it down into a range where I can kill. But now I can kill the sphere and drop a guard tower to contest. Okay. That's more expensive than the Bane Blast. Let's leave me in a good position to deploy next turn. And I don't get the globe. But it's better than leaving it 1 hit point at the end. And I have 2 relics on the board to help provide some defense. The Emerald Wing's in danger. The Imperator has multiple... That's an Imperator, not a Rumbler. I was thinking it was a Rumbler for some reason. So multiple AoEs that will do lots of damage to those relics, but not enough to kill them. At least not enough to kill them quickly. Alright, so my plan I had of thinking of wait for short-lived to deal with that and I'll be okay. That's not happening. That's frightening multiple bombs chat. Alright. I've also boxed my Emerald Wing in so that it cannot retreat to attack the Bach Raider. Celestial Spear probably would have been better a bit further back. But on the bright side, guard tower is knocking the Bach Raider into a wall. But this is still a bad situation. Swap is on cooldown. I can at least hit the Imperator. Since guard tower. The guard tower starts knocking it into a wall, which is good. Could have softened there, but I think I'm better off preventing the double attack from the Raider. And then I need to get this. There's a spell to keep the Acid Crawl alive. Sunderland Lens is good defensive spells, which go well with scary Underdust Dragons. I like this deck. This is a nice split. As igorotyra's decks usually are. I know there's a faction in the game, or in the games community. There always has been a faction that strongly dislikes the idea of splits, that thinks the game would be improved by being full faction only. I have always disagreed with that. And not just because, as you've seen in earlier videos, I do play splits from time to time. I play more full faction than splits, but I very much value the opportunity to have that kind of creativity in the games, in deck design, and to see interactions and combinations that don't exist within individual factions, such as Frosty of Cane Terrace with the Pit Dragon. Alright, there's the Emerald Wing dead. Scarrow will kill it. Guard Tower is still holding down that font, but... And there's the War Staff up there, also dead. His shrine's looking a lot worse off than I expect to see. Oh, nice. Enslave on the Emerald Wing to finish off the Priestess this turn instead of... Alright, that's a done game. My field has been wiped. He's got mid font and top... Oh, he's got top font, mid font as soon as he clears out the tower. Good game with igorotyra. Hope everyone enjoyed watching. See you next time.